Good morning, afternoon, night, whatever. Welcome to the Singularity. Here today we're going to have a computer write music for us as we help it along, tell it what music is, what not. So what I'm going to do first, Python, and create a virtual environment so I don't install a bunch of stuff that this machine's going to mess with. Of course, I'm still a Python 2 guy, but whatever. Python 3, create a virtual environment. Yes. And then my sort of trick for sourcing that is to not type the word source and just let VS Code do it. Anyways, let's install a couple of things. First, we're going to install Mido, which is a MIDI library for Python. We're going to install something, I think it's called MIDI util. And this allows us to create MIDI files. So what the project is today is I'm going to create a MIDI file and play it directly from my code editor with code created with the help of GitHub's fabulous CoPilot. Let's see if I did this right. So what I'm going to do is just play a single note. We'll start out with that and see if we can come up with some music after that. So let's see. No, I'm not going to do Pygame. I've done this before. It's from MIDI util import MIDI file. Excellent. And import Mido. Wonderful. So yeah, let's create a MIDI file. Sounds great. Type 1, track 0 time. No, we're not going to do it like that. Oh wait, that is right, isn't it? I don't really know how this library works. I think that's how you do it, though. That seems to work. And then we create the MIDI track. Great. No, we're not doing it in Mido, though. So first thing we do is to the MIDI file, we add note. And it looks like it gives us a bunch of stuff. So the channel and the track look okay. Track 0, channel 0, pitch of 60, which is middle C, time at time 1. I think it starts on 0, so we'll have a delay, but that's fine. Duration of 100. Yeah, it's forgetting one of the arguments, which is just like you. All right, and then we're going to write out the MIDI file. And then we're going to play it. Guess we have to set the back end. So I think what you do usually is you create a port. Usually it does something like that. IAC driver bus 1 because I'm on a Mac. Let's see if that works. Oh, and I guess we got to close the port. So that was all sort of a GitHub Copilot. I don't really know how to use these libraries. I used them once, and Copilot just kind of did it for me. So to see if this thing kind of worked, we're going to do that. Episode 1. And nothing called RT MIDI. So the thing about Mido is that it doesn't actually come with all batteries included. So we have to figure out. I guess when Copilot X comes out, we could integrate this stuff into the port, but we have to figure out how to install. Oh, I think all you have to do. I've done this before too. All right, so you just install RT MIDI. Now let's see what happens here. All right. So what happened here, what I did here, I'll walk through this. For MIDI file, import MIDI file, import Mido. So this is the MIDI, again, I told you what these do. We create the MIDI file, it's a type 1 file, and then we add a tempo to it so that, we know what to do where. Then we create a note. Let's make this a little simpler. Middle C equals 60. So we know what's going on. Not Mido, middle C. Excellent. And from what I understand, 1 is a quarter note long, quarter note in duration at a volume of 100, which I think is just kind of brash and cruel. What does it want me to do here? It wants me to do something else. Well, in the spirit of letting the singularity take over. Well, all right, sounds good. Sounds good to me. All right, so we add these 3 notes now, write it out to MIDI file, and then set the back end to RT MIDI. I don't think that's strictly necessary, to tell you the truth. Let's try to run it again. Yeah, lovely. A little chord. And then we open up a port, which is the ISC driver bus. Currently, I have a soft synth called Piano Tech, a physical model of a piano. And then, it receives things on IAC driver bus. So we send that MIDI data to this port by going through this little loop. I don't really know how any of this works, but the machine seems to know what's going on. So anyways, I suppose that's how you play a chord in MIDI using GitHub CoPilot to teach you how. And what I did there was I slowed the tempo. You can also sort of change the duration, make it minor. If you know how that makes it minor, you get a cookie today. Got to remind myself. So I believe that's the start point. So duration will be here. Make this a nice long chord. Very dark, very sad. And let's make it even more depressing. It's a rainy day here in sunny wherever I am. Maybe a little bit of narration. 7 days ago when I lost. Whatever. All right, well, that's how it works. You guys have a good one. Bye.